I didn't say that.
Then what are you trying to say then?
I'm just trying to say, I feel like you don't have the burning desire. I feel like we're going through the motions sometimes in the apartment.
That is one of my concerns. I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to make you happy and please you. And I feel like you're gonna get bored very easy and you're gonna feel like I'm not in love with you.
But you don't love me. Right?
If you don't feel that burning desire right now, and you feel like we're going through the motions, that's a red flag to me.
He's not listening to me. He just listens to a few words and...
Will you be right?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have a video between Stacia and Nate. These are participants in season 15 of Married at First Sight. This video is going to show a difficult conversation between the both of them. I thought it was very interesting when I saw it. I thought, you know what, this is a pretty good video to break down some of the errors in this conversation and explain what's the driving force maybe behind it from a mental health professional's perspective. Now, before we get into it, I'm going to give you a personality breakdown, a little bit of some of the tests that they ran, so you can understand a little bit what's going on between these two, okay? But before we get into that, click like on the video. It really helps the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, let's get into it. Let's start off with Stacia. Stacia is the visionary achiever. According to her Myers-Briggs, she is an extroverted, intuitive thinking judging. Her core traits are highly driven, strategic, confident, and success-oriented. Her professional background is real estate investor, tax accountant, and lifestyle influencer. Stacia embodies ambition and structure. Her ENTJ personality indicates a natural leadership style with a focus on long-term goals and efficiency. This type suggests a deep desire for success and recognition coupled with unique personality trait. In relationships, she seeks partners who match her drive and can align with her vision for the future. Her approach to love is pragmatic, aiming for partnerships that support mutual growth and achievement. Now, let's get to Mr. Nate Barnes. He's the ambitious explorer. His MBTI is extroverted, intuitive thinking, and perceiving. He's the achiever with helper tendencies. Core traits: charismatic, adaptable, innovative, and image conscious. His professional background is a day trader and digital content creator. Nate's ENTP personality reflects a dynamic and enthusiastic individual who thrives on new ideas and experiences. This type combines a drive for success with a desire to be liked and appreciated by others. In relationships, he may prioritize personal freedom and exploration, sometimes leading to challenges in commitment and consistency. His adaptability is a strength, but it can also result in difficulties when faced with structured expectation. Now that you know a little bit about these two, let's get into it.
So is there anything that you want to talk about before decision day so we can make better decisions, so you can have more information, you can feel more comfortable with your decision?
Basically, I want to know, if you're like all in, and I want to know, like, what are your biggest flaws?
You want to know my flaws?
Yeah, what are some flaws that you have?
I think I shared all my flaws with you.
Okay.
It's kind of a hard question.
That's fair.
I don't think Nate liked her answer. I think he asked the question because he's probably seeing a flaw, and he's probably too new in the relationship to really call it out. He didn't like the answer. You could see by his nonverbal cues that he wasn't really liking that answer. Keep going.
So how are we feeling about this love thing? How are those feelings now? Now that we're almost 2 months in.
It's too early for me, but like my love for you is growing, and I can see myself loving you, falling in love with you, and being in love with you. But I don't want to force it, I think That just has to come with time. You know, I want to be able to like walk around naked around you and all that. And I'm not even there yet, you know what I mean? I'm still kind of like shy, you know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, it's not me being insecure. It's just like, you're new to me. And I think once I get to that level, I'll be able to open up all the way and be able to love you. No.
You can see that Stacia, she didn't like that answer either. You could just tell, you know, a lot of the communication, as you all know, is the nonverbal cues or body language, right? You can clearly see she wanted to know, hey, when are you going to fall in love with me? Are you there? She might be already there, but she wants to know if he's there, and clearly she didn't hear the answer.
Hopefully, like, you're patient.
I feel like sometimes you not ever having that feeling, I don't know if you'll ever have that feeling.
With love?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think that?
Because you've never experienced it. And
Well,
you've been in
I've had like
relationships.
puppy love, remember?
Yeah, but it doesn't count.
It's not
High
the
school
same.
doesn't count.
Okay.
I'm saying like serious adult relationships.
Does that concern you?
Yeah, it's one of my concerns.
One
Being
of
in a
them?
relationship for 2 years and not loving a person, living with them. Like, I don't want to be in a loveless relationship where we're living together, we're sharing bank accounts, we have a kid. You know, I know like you go through the motions in the morning, like you know, give me a hug and we cuddle and stuff like that, but I just kind of feel like
Here's what a lot of couples, they make this mistake. I feel Nate was open and vulnerable, and I think when you don't hear what the answer you want to hear, sometimes that hurts your ego. It offends you, and then couples then use that as ammunition to kind of attack the person or talk down to them in a way. For example, you've never been in love. He says, yeah, I have. Puppy love, high school, that doesn't count. She says that doesn't count. I don't think that was a right move on her end to dismiss that. I mean, it's real to him, right? It's real to him. Now, the other thing that couples, the error that they make is they don't have a definition of what this in love thing is. Is it a feeling? Is it mixed with actions? Is it actions only? Does it have to have the feelings? And this is where couples need to identify, okay, what does in love truly mean to you? And because this is what it means to me. And I think this is really important for couples to straighten out. And I think they're kind of doing it here, but not in the best way.
if you were like in love with me, it would kind of be just a little bit deeper.
That kind of hurts my feelings, but I do care about you.
I'm
Like,
not saying that you don't.
yeah, but you said it like you feel like it could be deeper.
Yeah, like
That's
I
messed
feel.
up.
Why is it messed up?
Because it's like you're saying that my affection is not enough.
Stacia was just expressing what she hopes for, and here's this misunderstanding of what love is. And I think here Nate he's a very, intuitive type, like we talked. He's really into his freedom and his process. So I think that Stacia needs more structure and Nate needs more flexibility to work whatever he needs to work out. And he's starting to protect that flexibility here based on how he interpreted Stacia's comments.
I didn't say that.
Then what are you trying to say then?
I'm just trying to say, I feel like you don't have the burning desire. I feel like we're going through the motions sometimes in the apartment.
That is one of my concerns. I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to make you happy and please you. And I feel like you're gonna get bored very easy and you're gonna feel like I'm not in love with you.
But you don't love me. Right?
If you don't feel that burning desire right now, and you feel like we're going through the motions, that's a red flag to me.
He's not listening to me. He just listens to a few words and
I don't think I think they're just not understanding each other. I think, again, Stacia is this structured, ambitious woman. I want to know where this is going because, she has all these plans. And if you don't feel this burning desire of love for me, how can I trust you with XYZ? Nate is saying, hey, I feel love for you. I feel I can fall in love with you. I just don't want to force it. I think they're both in the right here. They're just not communicating things correctly with one another. And this is what happens with relationships that are starting off.
He's triggered by certain words, and then he just creates his own understanding narrative of what he thinks I'm saying.
Here's the deal. Do you see what's on my hand right now?
Yeah,
Why do you think I did this?
to show your commitment.
Do you think I'm going through the motions when I have a tattoo on my hand?
No, I think you're showing your level of commitment.
Okay then. 2 months in, you're already questioning my love for you. Like, that hurts my feelings when you say that stuff. I'm putting in a lot of effort. I'm being very affectionate around you.
But I feel like that love, burning desire feeling, that's what I want to feel.
Well, I'm sorry if you don't feel that. I have deep feelings for you.
And that's what I want to see. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but I feel like I do show you attention and love and affection.
You do?
So what is missing then?
The love part.
Okay.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay, you got it. We're going in circles. I'm done with this. I'm done. I don't want to talk about that no more.
Remember I told you earlier, I hadn't seen this whole video. I'm watching it as I go and trying to respond to what comes to my mind. But remember I told you one of the biggest challenges that couples have is what is love? What is actually the meaning of it for them? Like, what would that look like? And this can be very complicated because some people have, you know, the love language, words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, and all. And Nate is offended because he does love her. And Stacia, while she may not be doing it intentionally, she's basically dismissing his feelings. That's how he's taking it. And so there's no understanding of where they're at. They're basically feeling rejected on both sides. And that's not a place you want to be in a relationship. All right. Thanks for stopping by. What do you think? Do you think who was wrong there? Nate, Stacia? What do you think? What's your opinion? Do you think they both dropped the ball, or is Nate asking too much, or is Stacia asking too much? Give me a comment. Tell me what you think. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Click like and subscribe. And remember, ego is not your amigo.